If you guys have been watching along for the past 6+ years, you know that I love finding, cutting, and polishing all things agates. They are my favorite mineral. But did you know that I love cutting and polishing fossils? And my favorite fossil is ammonites. All ammonites. Mainly the real ones, but I love them. And lately, I've been having a lot of fun cutting open some really amazing ammonites from the Cretaceous period, from the Jurassic period, and this guy right here is the biggest Cretaceous ammonite I've been able to get my hands on until very recently. So as you can see, I was able to find much bigger ammonites, and we are going to be cutting these in order of smallest to largest, and if they play out, and they are oh so beautiful, just like that. Well, that one right there, that's a Jurassic ammonite, but they can have crystals on the inside. They can react to UV light. It is so much fun. So we're going to start here and work our way through. I'm going to cut, I'm going to polish, and I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to cut, polish, show you. Well, you're going to see it after we cut it, but it's going to be awesome. Let's get started with this one right here. Woo! So that was the first and last cut with my 6-inch lapidary saw with a thin center blade. All the rest of the cuts are going to be on my big 10-inch saw with the thin center blade. And I think they'll be fine with that thicker of a blade, but they're bigger, so we should be fine, should be great. So let's check out this ammonite. I'm really excited. And as always with these reveals, I have not peeked at the inside. I'm so happy being able to share these with you for the first time. It's so much fun. So hopefully we have a lot of fun. Oh, that is really pretty. We have kind of a couple of the chambers are filled in right here, but so many of them have beautiful crystallization going on, really defined septa lines. Looks like the umbilicuses got filled in with sediment, but either way, this is gonna make for a really pretty polished specimen. And the exterior is just so beautiful. Now, while I've been preparing everything and cutting these, I have been heating up a bucket of water with my cool little bucket water heater jig. I'm gonna set this here, we'll get our bucket of water, and we'll polish that really quick. And our first and smallest cut ammonite is all polished up, and as you can see the light playing on it, looks pretty sweet. I love polished ammonites. They're so awesome, and it does react to UV light. How awesome is that? So lit up. That is sweet. But now we get to break in the 10-inch saw and cut into one of our larger ammonite fossils, and I'm hoping because it's larger, maybe it has a better chance for crystals on the inside. So let's cut it, and hopefully it has some. So let's see what's hiding on the inside. Well, as I was cutting this really beautiful ammonite, I looked down, and right there, you could see those beautiful suture lines on the outside. Oh, it is so awesome. These fossils are such a treat. They are absolutely beautiful as is, but I love to see what they look like on the inside. That is my opinion, and I am sticking to it. I love it. Let's see. Oh, we have a chance, guys. This one is a little light, but we have a chance for some pretty glorious ammonites with those other cuts. I still think this is beautiful. I really don't want to take away from it, but I'm sorry. I'm looking into the future, and I should be focused on right here. This thing is amazing. It's really, really sweet, and I am going to be polishing this one as well. But it makes me really excited for those other ones because we have potential that they can be filled in and crystallized. And a lot of these pockets, they have potential to have crystals on the inside too. So let me polish this one really quick and we'll see how it looks all shiny. And all polished up. Looks pretty good. But as you can see, the right half of our ammonite is looking a little slimmer. That is because as soon as I put a little bit of pressure on the 280 grit wheel when I was starting the grinding process, this side just popped right off. Is what it is, but I did check it with the UV light and it looks pretty cool. Yeah, the white in the ammonite just illuminates like crazy. It's actually hard to show it because it is, like, for me it looks so cool, but it's like blowing out on camera. It looks pretty sweet, take my word for it. So I'm gonna take these ammonites right here that I just polished and set them next to the very first pair because those ones are gonna be going up on my Etsy store, which is linked in the description box below, as well as my saws and discount codes for everything. It's all down there. Description box, check it out. I'm gonna cut another ammonite, and again, I want crystal pockets. I want geode crystals inside the chambers of these ammonite fossils. It's just so fun when that happens. And the next one that we're going to be cutting is pretty cool because it has a purplish iridescence, I think that's the right word, to its shell. Purpley blue, pretty cool, and it's pretty thick. So it's got a little bit of a spin to it, so it's kind of a funky cut. These ones they always make me a little nervous when I cut them, so wish me luck. Alright, the cool bluish purpley ammonite. I'm super pumped. Let's see how this guy turned out. Oh, it's so filled with sediment. Oh my gosh. It does have some septalines in there. That's crazy. Man, oh man. We want those crystals. It's actually not too bad. I think it'll look cool polished. I will polish this one, but I'm gonna save this one for the end because I wanna see those chambers filled in with more crystallization. I think it looks so cool. I bet this one will look kind of unique all polished up. But yeah, let's cut another one. I'm a little sad. It was such a beautiful exterior, but that's the cost of exploration, right? If we didn't try, we wouldn't know. You gotta try. If you're not trying, you're not really doing anything. You know what I'm saying? Oh, golly, you guys. I shouldn't be this nervous, but I am. That last one just was a complete curveball. Now I'm just feeling like the bigger they get, the more gunk-filled they are, but I got them to cut them, so we're gonna cut them regardless. You ready? Oh, we got some more. I'm cool with it. Oh, barely a little geode pocket right there. You can see it. Oh, that is sweet, really defined in there. That is so cool. Not as much as I would like hope, right? And when I say what I hope, I want every single chamber to be filled. But it's just interesting. It's so interesting how the bigger they are, the more sediment filled, and the small ones are typically primarily filled in. It's really interesting. Science, right? Some scientist somewhere will go, hey, this is helping us study ammonites as fossils, right? Hopefully, maybe. If you know an ammonite scientist, send this video to him. All right, let's polish this guy. So I got those last two ammonites all polished up, and when I'm polishing these things, I get in such a zone of just a rhythm of polishing them. It is so much fun and so relaxing. I totally forgot to make a little clip of me polishing on the right hand side of my cabking, but either way, they're all polished up and they look fantastic. Check these out. And honestly, for this one being sediment filled, it's actually really, really beautiful. You still get the suture lines. It's got a little bit of crystallization going on, but it's just so different. I actually really, really like this one. But this one turned out really, really amazing. And as you can see right there, it does have some nice crystals in that pocket. It's just a little baby crystal pocket, but I'm happy we at least got one of them with crystals, and the septa lines in the chambers look so awesome right there. This is a really, really cool specimen. And here's the other side. Also, crystal pocket. Pretty sweet. And those did react to UV light, but it was pretty much same as that second one we cut, where it was really, really white and really blowing out on camera, so I'm not gonna show you, but I'm actually really surprised with how good a time I'm making with this project. I've gotten 4 ammonites cut and polished, and we only have 2 left, and they just keep getting bigger. Cross our fingers, there's crystals inside, or beautiful details, or who knows. Let's cut this one and find out. So here's a little look at the outside before we see what's on the inside for the first time. If you guys are liking this video so far, hit that like button. If you're new and enjoying, hit that subscribe or follow button so you can join on more fun rocksmithing adventures. Let's find out what's inside. It's not a lot, but it's so unique. So much different than the other ones. They're just kind of straight lines, and this one's so wavy. It looks like a gear. Oh, that is so sweet. Wow. Interesting. Oh, they're all kind of that size. I don't know if we're going to get a full kind of chamber, even over here. I don't think we're going to do it. I think this is as far as it goes. If anybody knows why that is, please leave a comment and let us know. I think this one is my favorite one so far. That is so cool. And obviously I cannot wait to see it all polished up. So let's see it polished up. Now, here they are all polished up. I love this right side. They're both good, but this side's a little bit more prominent, and it's got some pretty awesome details in there. Broken up septa lines and a little bit of sediment in there. Pretty cool. And up here it's got like a shell. Almost wondering if the ammonite just kind of lived in here and then this filled in later. I don't know. I think it's pretty marvelous though. Pretty cool that we get to see inside these amazing ancient creatures. Isn't it? I love it. But you guys, I got some bad news. I only have enough energy for one more cut and polished ammonite. Oh, that's our last one. Okay, we'll be fine. I'm gonna cut this one and I'm really pumped. I am expecting it to not have crystals on the inside. I'm not expecting all of the chambers to be filled in, but either way, these have been very fun and very good for me to know when looking for ammonites to get to cut to polish, which ones are the best. And in my opinion, some of those smaller ones that I've cut have been the more premium ones, but those are the cretaceous ammonites. And I may or may not have gotten some pretty cool and premium Jurassic ammonites. So that's going to be later down the road in the future. You're going to see that. But now we got to focus on this big one, this last one. I'm so pumped, so excited to see on the inside. And this one is, as mentioned, the biggest one, the heaviest one. Looks like it's got a lot of sediment there. We'll see how far in it goes. We're going to cut it. It could be full and not spectacular. I'm gonna cut it. I don't even care. I want to see what's on the inside. I want to roll the dice. our final cut. I am ridiculously nervous. I don't know. They all feel the same, whether they're good or bad, so I have no idea how it's going to turn out. Let's see. Yes! Woo-hoo-hoo! We got crystals in there and extra chambers. That can happen. We can get extra chambers. Oh, it's got so many saw blade marks in it. 1, 2, 3 crystal pockets. 1, 2, 3. Is that... No, it's not. Oh, that is so awesome. You're gonna have to wait to see it all polished up. It's gonna be so much better than what it looks like right now. Oh, I'm happy. We'll get all of that cleaned out and dried off to see the crystals. Oh man. Oh. What a relief. I'm just so excited that we did get a more premium cut ammonite, and of course, it was the last one. That is so awesome. Oh my gosh. That is so sweet. It has little geode pockets on the inside. I'm so grateful, so happy. Let's get to polishing. And don't you worry, we are going to check it out under UV light. It illuminates like crazy. Oh my gosh, it's so sweet, and those kind of almost has like quartz banding in there. Ah, oh, so sweet. Man, oh man, I love it. So sweet. Well, it ended up being a pretty productive evening of cutting and polishing, and I couldn't resist. I did sneak in a couple of extra random polishes, but I think my favorite one has to be, I like this little guy, the way it broke. I think that turned out pretty cool. The little gear internals here, that one is awesome. And the very first, the smallest, has got the most color. Small and mighty and in a shadow. Here we go, that's pretty sweet. And that last one is pretty darn cool. I'm gonna pick one of the sides to this, and I'm gonna get it over in my display shelf. Pretty cool in there, if I do say so myself. And we have a lot of room for a lot of other really cool fossils and minerals, and we are going to have a lot of fun in the future finding, cutting, and polishing. So make sure you're subscribed. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this very fun cutting and polishing adventure with these amazing ammonite fossils. They are so much fun, a little bit of a gamble, but a treat to see on the inside when they play out. It was a blast. If you guys liked it, again, leave a like, share it with your fossil loving friends, leave a comment, let me know which one was your favorite, and we will see you next time.